years ago, I was thinking about a money-making idea. I saw so many people coming up with the ideas that were kind of off-the-wall ideas that made millions, even billions. You guys remember the pet rock? The pet rock was one of those ideas. It was a rock in a nest in a box that you bought, named it, and then kept it on a shelf. The best part of the pet rock idea was the hysterical instructions it came with. Things like waiting 3 days before you take it out of the box to get used to the new environment, and other things like how to train your pet rock. Stay rock, stay rock. Well, I thought about the people who made money selling water, and I realized this was already overdone anyway. Then I thought about selling air. I thought, what a great idea that would be. Well, besides an oxygen bar, like the kind they have in Colorado, I really couldn't figure out how to monopolize on it. And too bad I couldn't figure out how to monopolize on the common cold. Like how the government and the big pharma did just 3 years ago. So air, how could I do it? Well, I never really figured it out. But then I realized that this thing called cryptocurrency has figured it out. Imagine buying a bunch of ones and zeros in a computer that created a token and selling it for millions or billions. That's what crypto did. They practically sold air. Just this air was living on your hard drive. Well, we all know what happened next. The euphoria of fear of missing out, or FOMO, took over, and the highest bidder of the air would get the air. You got nothing but a bunch of ones and zeros, and all you had was proof you owned it. And the ones and zeros translated into dollars in some crypto wallet that you bought in the U.S. if you remembered how to get out your wallet. The sweet smell of selling air, huh? Well, FOMO drove the price of crypto into such ridiculous levels that people stopped paying more and more for it. Add that to the fact that most people are being, hurt for money as the economy starts to sink. Crypto keeps falling and falling. Well, to add insult to injury, many of the crypto coin exchanges like Coinbase had issues with security as some users saw their ones and zeros turn into just, zero. The latest news of crypto failure was with a crypto exchange company called FTX. Let me catch you up in case, like me, you really weren't paying much attention or frankly really didn't care. FTX was the world's largest crypto exchange, and it experienced what is effectively a bank run. And this was after someone leaked what was a snapshot of the balance sheet of Alameda Research. And Alameda Research is the trading company or the trading firm in which FTX is affiliated with. The snapshot showed that several loans collateralized by FTX's native token, FTT, was a problem. It gave rise to speculation that Alameda had defaulted on some of these loans and was unable to return capital loaned by it to it by FTX, creating a liquidity crunch. So now we have people who are in the FTX exchange panicking and either selling off their crypto or moving it to another bank. And just like any bank run, you have the people who cashed it immediately and the others who stuck around to wait for the dust to settle. Again, like in a bank run, there is the rescue. Another bank, or in this case, another crypto exchange company, comes in and says, hey, we can help. Well, that crypto exchange company is called Binance. Binance announced shortly after this debacle that they would buy what's remaining of FTX and solve the crisis. Well, yesterday, Binance turned their back on FTX and decided to walk away from the deal. While you and I were watching the stock market and the election returns, the crypto world was shaken. This just added more to the fear that crypto is just air and the investors are going to get choked as their air supply gets cut off. All of the major cryptos like Bitcoin and Ethereum dropped in the news. I've been saying this would happen for the past 2 years, and it's going to get worse. Last year at this time, some corporations with excess cash actually started to buy Bitcoin, believe it or not, as a hedge against inflation. A hedge against inflation? Are they nuts? It was a ridiculous move, and many are hurting as the peak last year was about 68,000 for Bitcoin, and now it's just above 16,000. I told you, I feel it's headed for 12,000 and then 7,000. And at 7,000, it's either going to become mainstream or it's going to float away into the stream. I applaud the people who got in at the right time and also got out and took some profit. But anyway, my little bit of crypto is still stuck in my wallet and I can't figure out how to get it out.